Hi, kia ora. I'm Jen Beatson-King, and thank you for coming to the KiwiConnection.net. So today I'm going to give a demonstration on how to use a cedar smudge stick. Previous to this, I made a cedar smudge stick and did a demonstration, and I hope you've made yours as well. So please send me an email, let me know if you've made yours, how you used it, how you felt it was, how the energy was. That would be fantastic. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you my feathers. So I did get my feathers from my farm when I was walking around. So if you walk around in nature, then you ask Spirit, please provide a feather for me. You'll be surprised what happens. So this feather, I think, is a hawk or a little eagle feather, not too sure. This one here, now I'm definitely not too sure what this is. I think it might be a raven or a crow feather, but if anybody can tell me, please let me know. And this beautiful little one is a magpie feather, and I picked this up last weekend. Okay, so that's I have one feather to start or to use when I'm doing my smudging, and I also have this, which is my power shell or abalone shell. So there's a story behind this. When I was in New Zealand last year, friends of mine went diving and they picked power, and so from the power we mince it up and make power fritters, and they were delicious. So that's how I got this, because this is one of the shells that the power came out of. So when I'm smudging, I will use the shell to hold or put it in when I'm moving around. Also when I light it. So you can light from a candle or from a lighter, whatever you want. And as you can see, this burns quite well because it's very, very dry. Oh, look at it go. And then we just turn it around. It gets rid of the flame, gets the energy going. So turn it around in any way you want. So much energy in here now. So much positive energy. So that cedar smudge stick, I hadn't put any water on. And I have another piece that I did douse in water before I started, and this is the difference. Of course it won't, burn as quickly, but you still get the smoke and it still does burn. Okay, but there's no flame that you have to put out. So you can take a choice. If you want to keep your cedar smudge stick for longer, then I suggest that you put in a little bit of water for a few minutes and then do it this way. Okay, so, and I'll often have a little bowl of water with me, so after I do my smudging, I can come back and put it in the water. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story on what happened a few years ago when I was smudging a house. So I smudged a house with very, very heavy energy in it. And when I was done, I did run the cedar smudge stick under the water tap in the sink, and I put it in the sink in my bowl and left it. So I had a cup of tea and a little visit with a lady whose house I cleared, and about, 45 minutes later, she got up to the sink and this had all burnt down. So I was pretty sure that I did put it out. However, Spirit was playing that day, I guess, and decided to burn it all the way down. So the energy there was very clear indeed, very wonderful and very light. So this kind of gives you an indication of how dangerous it can be if you just think you put it out and you put it somewhere that's not a burn-proof container. So you could catch fire on something. So please be cognizant of that. If you are smudging, when you do finish, do douse it in your water, put it in your container, put your container in the sink just to make sure, okay, and leave it in there for a couple of hours. So we want to make sure that everybody clears and finishes the clearing in a good light, okay. What else can I tell you here? All right, so when I light this, get my flame and my smoke. Okay, twist it around, get rid of the smoke. Then I'll be going into the room. When I go into the room, I would have opened the window before I went into the room, or got the person to open the window, I should say. Go into the room, start smudging, say my mantra, go on one side, around the room, come back to the door, and back out of the door. So one of the mantras that I have is, I give light and love to every corner of this room. Positive energy resides here. Negative flow is released, so out it goes. Bring harmony, peace, and protection to all within. With gratitude, now I go. Blessings to all who enter this room, and go into the next room. So you can say any kind of mantra you want. It doesn't have to be a specific one that somebody wrote. You can make up your own. You can change it. Every time you go there, I don't say the same one at every clearing I go. It just depends what the energy's like in there and what spirit wants me to bring in for the clearing. So it's a bit of a ritual, you know, lighting this smudge stick, getting your feather and going around the room, and then going to the next room, you know, lighting it again, and then doing the same, smudging in the next room. So that's kind of ritualistic, but how you do it is up to you. So you will get your own technique on how you do it, and please don't let anybody tell you that there is one specific way to do this, because there isn't. It's however you want to do it is the best. So the cedar is used for protection, deep cleansing of the home, and also of the sacred spaces in the home. You know, you can also clean in your camper, or your, you know, outside your home, or in your vehicle, anywhere. If you feel the energy is really heavy, please use a cedar smudge stick to clear the energy. It also eliminates the negative energy on self, and I said before, in home and in the environment outside. The cedar smudge stick smoke gives off huge positive vibrations, and I can feel the vibration in here now, and I can feel spirit, and I can feel the lightness in here. So, you know, no matter how much you clear your house, it doesn't matter. You can still clear it again. You can clear it every day if you want, but I wouldn't do that. But, you know, you can do whatever you want and when you want. But make sure at the end that you do put it out in a burn-proof container, and that you have put water over it, and then put it in the kitchen sink for a little bit of time. So I will just put my mantra on the website as well, so you can look at it and you can kind of go by it as a guide if you want. But please make sure that you make up your own mantra in the end. Make sure that it comes from your heart and from spirit, and that you're comfortable with doing it. So I think that concludes our demonstration on how to use a cedar smudge stick. So bless you all, and thank you very much for watching this video. And any comments that you'd like to give me, please send them to the kiwimedium@gmail.com. Thank you again. Bye.